Alright, what's up guys? In this video, we're going to pick up with some pre-calculus here. We're going to talk about compound inequalities. So we're asked to solve this compound inequality, graph the solution on a number line, and write the solution in interval notation. So we're given this compound inequality. It's written in the form of a double inequality. And basically what it says here is that negative 4 is going to be less than or equal to 3x minus 7, which is then less than 8. So all a compound inequality is an inequality composed of two or more inequalities, and again, it's written in the form in this case as a double inequality. There are two ways that you can solve this here, but I'm going to do it the easy way. So the goal here is to isolate the x in the center. So what we're going to do here is add 7 to both sides, or add 7 to all sides, excuse me. So it's going to be negative 4 plus 7. It's going to be less than or equal to 3x minus 7 plus 7 is less than 8 plus 7. Now keep in mind that the signs for the inequality will only flip when I'm dividing by the same negative number on both sides or multiplying by the same negative number on both sides. The additive property and subtraction property for inequality says that as long as I'm adding and subtracting the same number from both sides, or in this case all sides, then I don't need to flip the signs at all. Okay, so in this case I'll get negative 4 plus 7, which is just going to be positive 3. This will still be less than or equal to, this will be 3x, and then this is going to be less than 15. Okay, now all I need to do is divide all sides by 3. So I'll divide the center by 3 and divide both sides by 3. And again, I'm dividing by the same positive number on all sides, so the sign does not flip. So this is going to be 1 less than or equal to x, which is less than 5. So our answer here is written as a double inequality, and if we want to strip this out and write this, we can read this from left to right. It tells me that x is going to be greater than or equal to, excuse me, let me turn it around. X is going to be greater than or equal to 1, and x is going to be less than 5. Okay. All right, so we put this on a number line now. That was the second thing. So let me fix the stand here. All right, so we'll go ahead and set up our little number line here. And I'm not going to get super creative with it. I'm just going to write out a few numbers. You can probably be a lot neater than I am with these number lines, but hopefully you get the point here. Okay, I think that's a good number line, and I think I probably should use some different color Sharpies here. So I'll use some Sharpies here to get a little creative. Now it tells me that, and let me get a highlighter. This double inequality, if we read it from left to right, tells me that x is going to be greater than or equal to 1, and x is going to be less than 5. So if I put that on a number line, and I'll use red, I'm going to have a closed circle at 1. So I have a closed circle here, or a closed dot, if you want to say. And then it tells me that x is going to be less than 5. So I'll have an open circle at 5. It's going to include 1 but not 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shade, and I'll use green actually. That pops a little more. The shade in between the two here. So that's how you graph it on a number line. And then for your final answer, which they asked us to write in interval notation. So hope you guys remember how to write this in interval notation. So to write this in interval notation, it's going to be 1, 5. So we'll have our bracket. You'll have your 1, your comma, and then a 5. And that's how you'll write it in interval notation, and that's how you graph it on a number line. All right, so if you guys have any questions about how to solve a compound inequality and how to go about doing it, I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care.